think it's fair to say right now that Chelsea are officially hoarders. You know what hoarders are? The people who buy and buy and buy and stock all kind of items in the house. Pizzas, chickens, meat, clothes, shoes, expensive stuff. They stock them in the house, they stock them in the bathroom, they stock them everywhere, under the bed, under the sheet, everywhere. They don't even have any place to walk. And every day they still go to the market, buy new stuff, stock them. They don't even eat them. They don't even wear everything that they are buying because they are mentally unstable, or for some reason it's becoming an addiction for them. And here in America, people throw more food than what they eat. So hoarders. Chelsea are hoarders. There are so many shows on TV here in the US, and it's really even heartbreaking to watch how people can just waste so much money on things that they don't need. Why are we even talking about hoarders? Well, unless you've been living under a big rock, you might know that Chelsea been linked with everybody under the sun. And we're going to discuss about them in a little while. So another midfielder from Leicester City that we're going to talk about. But let me just show you. Do really Chelsea need a midfielder or a defender? Defender, you can make a case because they might sell Trevoh Chalobah and we have a lot of injuries in that defense. That is understandable to a certain extent. But in the midfield, my friend, Enzo Fernandez, Ugo Chukwu, Chukwuemeka, Conor Gallagher, Caicedo, Casadei, Lavia. I can go on and on. Andrew Santos. Do we really need somebody from the midfield? In my humble opinion, no. If you go to the loan army, you're going to find a lot of options for Chelsea Football Club from pretty much every position. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look at the players that we have on loan. And if you go to like under 21s, you're going to find also options. Under 18, you're going to find options. The point that I'm trying to make here is that I don't understand certain players that we are buying right now. Look at Turarian, midfielder. Casadei, midfielder. Wilson, defender. Casadine, midfielder. Golding, midfielder. You can go on and on. Absolute bowlers. They're just looking for a chance, but nobody is giving them a chance. It is what it is. It's a Chelsea thing. All right, people. So we're going to jump into the topics. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall is a long name. I don't know if it's pronounced that way, but we're going to call him Kieran. Okay? Kieran from Leicester City. Everybody knows this guy. He's been with Leicester City for a few years. Very, very good midfielder. He's 26 years old at the moment. 25, excuse me. Very good age because people want a little bit of balance between the old and the kid. So in terms of age, very good. In terms of skills, very good. But where this guy is going to play at Chelsea Football Club, I can also understand that Enzo Maresca deserves to bring at least a couple players from, you know, from the club that he's coming from or from somewhere to implement his system. But I don't think he's better than what we got at the moment. And I don't think Chelsea should spend money on him. And make no mistake, just because we are linked with him doesn't mean that we're going to buy him, okay? So no formal offer yet for the 25 years old. He's keen on joining Chelsea and only Chelsea. If he exits Leicester City, he's seen as a perfect fit for the style of play under the head coach Maresca. I understand that, but you have to be creative. We have so many of them. I know we might push Gallagher in the door. We might loan Andrew Santos again, and Cesar Casade might be sold, but we still have so many of them. I don't really understand how this is gonna work, but for me, it's a big no. You let me know in the comment section down below if you would like to see this brother at Chelsea and why. Trevoh Chalobah is another guy that Chelsea are trying to push. So some news came out today to say that he could be used in what is called a trade or swap deal with Murillo, right? Murillo from Nottingham Forest. Murillo, to be honest with you, he's a very, very good centre-back. And I don't even understand why he's a centre-back, because he plays in the midfield. He can play from, you know, the left-back position. He is everywhere. He can dribble past people. He can break lines. He is just like a combination of David Luiz and Thiago Silva. Absolutely amazing. And remember, last summer, he was at Corinthians back there in Brazil. And he cost Nottingham Forest 11 million to buy him. And after just one season, they want 70 million from Chelsea. And Chelsea could use Chalobah plus money to get him. The point I'm trying to make here is the so-called inexperienced, unproven players, after one season, they can become world-class. So just because Chelsea are spending money on a bunch of kids all over the world, that you think they are not doing the right thing. It could be just what the club need in this current moment. And if you are patient, you're going to see the result in just one season. If Chelsea went for him from Corinthians last summer, people were going to say lack of ambition, clown like out, Todd Boehly out, you come just to kill our club. But somebody else spent only 11 million 10 months ago, and now you want Chelsea to spend 70 million on him. Now, quote unquote, he's proven the same as Victor Gyökeres. Last summer, he was there for 12 million, Coventry City. Now Chelsea fans want to break the bank and pay 100 million, and he's quote unquote proven. But when he was in the championship, he wasn't the Chelsea quality, and he wasn't proven. And if you buy him, you don't have ambition. It's a Chelsea thing. All right, let's move on very quickly. We have so much to cover today. So yeah, we already talked about ambitions. And for Chelsea fans, ambitions just mean buy shiny names like Aubameyang, Koulibaly, Fofana, Lukaku, Raheem Sterling, people who got a certain reputation, who won something somewhere else. But 99% of them, when they came to Chelsea, they flopped. So what the point? Anyways, let's continue moving on because we have so much to cover. This guy here is very interesting. Very, very interesting, brother. His name is Oscar Perea. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But Strasbourg are about to conclude the deal for only 5.5 million for the Colombian guy. He's only 18 years old. He's a left winger, but he can drop in the midfield, can play pretty much from different positions. Absolutely a bowler. I've been searching for this guy for the last couple of days since he was linked with Strasbourg, and I'm not going to be surprised if one day he end up by signing for Chelsea. That could be just a strategy to sign him for Strasbourg and then develop him. And he's absolutely a bowler. I'm telling you right now, if you look at his highlight and his statistics, very good. And I think he got more football IQ than Mikhailo Mudryk and Raheem Sterling. And I think Chelsea really needs somebody from the left-hand side, because I'm not really convinced that Sterling and Mikhailo Mudryk can do it next season. Very quickly, let's move on to Fabrizio Romano exclusive. Ipswich Town open negotiation with Chelsea to sign Omari Hutchinson on permanent deal. German clubs were also keen, but Ipswich Town are now pushing after McKenna's decision to stay as key factor. You know what? I wanted to keep him since we didn't get Michael Olise. I think he can do the Michael Olise. He will be world class one day, Omari Hutchinson. But I don't make decisions at Chelsea. We are signing pretty much everybody under the sun. So I'm sick and tired of defending my boys from the academy / young people in the team. So it is what it is. Let's see what negotiation is going to be all about. I think Chelsea might include a buyback clause, but I think he's too good, right? Really. I want him to go to teams like Dortmund or in Germany somewhere where he can play football in a very, very high level. I know that the Premier League is in a very high level, but it's going to be very tough for Ipswich Town. Why I always call them Ipswich City, you know, they are town. It's going to be very difficult for them. They don't have a big budget to reinforce the team and make them to the Premier League level. But let's just wait and see what is going to happen. Anyway, we continue very quickly. Chelsea have made checks on Somerville and Max Beier and Lookman. Lookman is from Atalanta, absolutely bowler. My brother from Nigeria won the Europa League with Atalanta, scored a hat-trick in the final. Absolutely bowler. I'm just not sure if they're gonna sell him for cheap. If Chelsea come knocking the door, I think they're gonna start by like 70 million bid, and then you discuss and pay them probably 60 million. I don't see it happening, but it's a link that's been there, so I have to talk about it. If he comes, I don't know what side he played, from the left-hand side or from the right-hand side. He's quite versatile though. Let's wait and see what's gonna happen. And for Beier, he's a how old is he? Like 21 years old, German international. Blah 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 blah. Chelsea been linked with him, but he went cold a little bit. My question is, if we buy all of them, what are we gonna do with them? We have Omari Kellyman that we just bought, and we are about to conclude the deal for the Barcelona wonder kid. You know what I mean? What are we gonna do with all these players that we are buying? I don't get it. And Somerville is somebody that I really want to see at Chelsea Football Club. He fit the bid. It's gonna be very cheap. He knows the country. He knows the league. And my choice is gonna be just to get somebody from that left-hand side. All right. So much to cover. Chelsea are closing in the deal to sign Boca Junior, Aaron Anselmino. Apparently, the deal is really, really close, according to many, many sources. Some people say that he's going to go straight to Strasbourg. Other people say that the plan is to keep him in the team. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. I think people are sick and tired of repeating the same thing over and over every single day. So let's move on to the next topic. yeah. And let's conclude this video before it gets too long. Barcelona youngster Marc Guiu to undergo a medical with Chelsea after they activated $5 million release clause in his contract. So Sky Sport confirmed that Chelsea already activated the clause. So now it's about the next part, which is going to be medical and signing him for 6-year contract, according to what many sources been reporting. This guy is going to be a surprise for money that we paid for him, for less money that we paid for him. And he's going to be an absolute bargain. And I'm very confident. I don't think we should go for another striker. I think we should give him a chance. He can play even with Jackson. You know, they can play together.